coming up in this read. It's like deep down you already know that any difficulties that you're going through, it honestly is not going to last forever. Aries, let's get into your July reading. Now, I don't know if you can tell, I've had to leave my windows open because it's super hot, but obviously that's going to introduce a lot of outside noise into your reading, so I just hope it's not going to be too distracting. For the most part though, it should just be the beautiful singing birds outside. At the moment though, there is someone outside with a hedge trimmer, so I'm pretty sure that they'll be finished shortly. Okay, so let's get into your July reading. Any information that you need, as always, you can find it all in my pinned comment and in my description box below. As always, if you're a cross-watcher, then please switch over the roles, okay? Because I could be speaking directly to you, so the energy can be interchangeable. Please also do remember that this is a general reading, not a private reading. So that means it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. You only take what's resonating specifically for you, and you leave what doesn't hit home for you for someone else, okay? Please always do respect the tarot and approach it with patience, an open mind, and without expectations. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Okay, so now that's all out of the way, Aries. The cards that you have, so this reading is focused on what is coming in towards you over the next month. You've got Jupiter return, benefits, and 6th house routine. So if we were to assign zodiacs to these cards, that would be Sagittarius, and this one would be Virgo, okay? That could indicate some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius or a Virgo. It could also just be a nod towards the placements in your own chart. Now, with this one, it says doors are open to you and your obstacles are being lifted. You're given the freedom to advance your goals with abundance, good fortune, and prosperity in many areas. So relationships, that could be family relationships, work relationships. It can be areas within your career, like all areas. Nothing is off the table with this energy, okay? It then says investigate and grab all opportunities at this time. Yeah, exactly. Seize the moment, but avoid overindulgence. Earned luck and fortune, an auspicious year. That's really intriguing, Aries. So it's not just an auspicious month for you, it's going to be an auspicious year. So try not to keep yourself in a box. If anyone else is trying to put you in a box, fight back against it. Okay, with this Jupiter return, that is absolutely, I'm going to struggle to put this into words, but it's like now is not the time for you to be limiting yourself, for you to be doubting yourself. Now is not the time for you to be listening to the haters, the naysayers, anything like that. Okay, this is your moment. And you've to grab it with both hands. With this one, you must change your usual way of looking at things, which makes sense with this Jupiter return as well, where this entire energy is like, do not put yourself in a box. Do not play into anyone who tries to put you in a box. Abundance is all around you. It's all about your perspective, okay? So if your usual way of doing things is to be overly pessimistic, then it's time for you to look at a different way of doing things. You're not going to be able to fully utilize the benefits of this beautiful energy here if you're too much into the pessimistic energy. And as I'm an advocate for balance, again, same thing for the polar opposite. If usually you approach everything super, super pessimistically and without enough realism there, then that could potentially trip you up. Okay, so a healthy balance between the pessimism and the optimism, it's all about keeping it real, basically. Okay, that's the goal. Changes and disruptions into your usual routine are very likely, so go step by step with patience. So there's not going to be any massive results. You see with this, when I combine these two, the opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, there could be a temptation of, okay, I'm investing myself in such and such a thing, whatever the case might be. And there could be the temptation to expect sudden, fast results. So this combination is telling you, the seeds that you plant today doesn't mean that you're going to be able to enjoy the fruit come tomorrow. Okay, so these are seeds that you're planting ready for the future, ready for you to enjoy in the future. So it's long term. Everything about this is long term, which is absolutely beautiful. And that's what we want to see for that really nice, grounded, earthy energy. It's all about long term future planning. Your job and how you work, your responsibilities and your duties, analysing the situation, using thought and discernment, and keeping things in order. Chop wood, carry water. So yeah, some of yous could be struggling with the whole lack of spontaneity, the lack of adventure. It's like getting frustrated with the same old routine, you know, same shit, different day type thing. This combination is indicating that at the moment there is nothing wrong with the same shit, different day. Nothing wrong with that at all, because remember, look at the long-term benefits that you potentially will be reaping from today's hard work, dedication and effort. I know that some of you are bored to tears with this 6th house energy, because I'm not going to lie to you that there is a severe lack of excitement at the moment, but that'll soon pass. And in a couple of months' time, you'll be really, really glad that you stuck with it, and that you didn't fall into the temptation of chucking in your responsibilities, you know, because it became boring. You will be really, really glad that you stuck with it. Okay, so let's keep this thing moving, and we're going to pull your tarot. Now, obviously, with this being a beginning of the month spread, it is aimed towards what is coming in towards you throughout the rest of the month. I don't know what's going to come out of your spread, okay? It could end up being a relationship spread. It could end up being a complete finances spread. We just never know until we start getting into the energy, okay? It's like I said at the beginning, like, when you approach tarot, you can't have any expectations, because tarot, well, the universe has got a really funny way of surprising you. It's coming in towards our Aries collective, please, for the month of July. Okay. Right, so as always, I will run through the zodiacs that are showing out in your read, but again, your discernment is required, because they could be references to placements in your chart, someone else's chart. They could even be references to character traits of someone as well, okay? Right, so your first card out is Strength, it's Leo. You then have Judgment, that's Scorpion. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. Okay, right. Sorry, I just have to listen for a second. That's why whenever I pause awkwardly, it's because I'm listening to information that's coming through. Okay, the Five of Coins is Taurus, the King of Swords, Aquarius, the Six of Swords is also Aquarius. You have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not surprised to see that in your spread, because that's literally your Jupiter return card. Sagittarius, the Six of Coins, Taurus. Thank you. Oh, that's gone on the floor. It's the Nine of Cups, Pisces. And the energy at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. That's your major arcana. The Emperor. Doesn't make a difference if you identify as being feminine, masculine, gender fluid. It's just the energy. That is your major arcana. And check this out. You have the Ten of Coins underneath your major arcana. So you really genuinely are focused on long term. Meaning of the Ten of Coins is all about what is it that you leave behind. It's a card of generations. It's a card of building this beautiful life, this stable life, secure life. It's literally one of the apex cards. It's what everybody is working towards in their life. Aries, with this particular combination, you're being told you're already there. You're already successful. You might not be seeing it at the moment. You're definitely already successful though, with this particular combination. Definitely. With this Page of Cups underneath that one, some of you could be expecting a new addition into your family. Now that could mean a new child for some of you. It absolutely could. For others of you, it's going to be more about pets. Because, you know, pets are part of your family. So that there's new additions and new beautiful surprises here for you and for your family. Now with this particular combination, it feels like it's a little bit of a warning against the temptation of doing something irresponsible. Okay, Strength, Judgment, the Knight of Wands. Right. Now, we already saw that energy in this particular combination. Your first two Oracle cards that came out, they also had that connotation of try not to fall into that trap of becoming bored and frustrated with the current routine. Okay. Because something about this energy is like you don't want to be making a massive mistake at this point. Have further information on this, please, for the Aries collective. Can you tell us more about this energy, please? Thank you. Three of Swords in reverse. That's healing from something. It's getting over something. It's moving on from something. With this Three of Swords being in reverse, I'm getting the vibe of it. It's really weird because I wouldn't necessarily associate this particular energy with an Aries native. There's a message about low self-esteem. Now, obviously, yes, everybody at some point in time will experience low self-esteem. But again, it's not something that I would have associated with an Aries native. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I'm feeling what this is indicating is any moments you have of going through that uncertainty of your own abilities, you're very, very good at keeping it hidden. Very, very good at, you know, not letting on to anyone else what it is that's bothering you. And I think that's why it's become a bit of a cliche that Aries are very naturally confident. I think that's why the assumption is there, because you're just good at hiding it. Very good at hiding it. Can you tell us more about this energy, please? Again, it's a reminder, basically, that this too shall pass. And I know how much of a crap cliche that one sounds. It's absolutely true, though. It's absolutely true. This too shall pass. Yeah, judgment. That actually came shooting out of the deck. It's like deep down you already know that any difficulties that you're going through, it honestly is not going to last forever. You already know that deep down. Five of Coins, King of Swords, and Six of Wands. Six of Swords, I do apologise, not Six of Wands, although me saying that Six of Wands, that's an interesting slip-up, because the Six of Wands is the Lord of Victory and success, getting the accolades, getting that pay rise, being acknowledged, and I do feel strongly, Aries, that the universe is acknowledging the hard work that you've been putting in. With this being the Six of Swords, it's all about coming out of the uncertainty. So for those who are feeling uncertain right now about their future, this reading is indicating that, look, that there is hope. There is. You can tell us about the Five of Coins and the King of Swords, please, for the Aries collective. Okay, thank you. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Five of Coins, Ten of Swords. Are you putting your energies into something that isn't working at the moment, Aries? Are you flogging a dead pony with something? Again, that could be a relationship, it could be a career. This combination is saying, Aries, think about what it is that you're spending your energy on. Because there is something at the moment that you're putting your energy into that has either stopped working or it's just not going to work at all. So you're needing to end something here. It's not going to be easy, King of Swords, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done so that you can prosper. Wheel of Fortune. You're going from the Five of Coins to the Six of Coins, and the Ten of Coins was hidden underneath your major arcana. So there's an increase, there's progress, there is something in this energy that is growing. Could this be a case of you feel that something's not working out because you're not getting the results as quick as you would like? Could that for some of you be what the issue is? Well, it is actually growing. And the Six of Coins with the Nine of Cups, yeah, wish fulfillment. You will have enough so that you can help others with the charity work, with this one, the equality. You will be very, very happy. Really, really happy. You will be glad that you didn't give up on yourself up here, but rather you realized where the true problem actually is and dealt with it by Ten of Swords, by cutting out what the true problem is or what the true problematic individual is, and then redirecting the energy that you were spending on that or them into something new that actually will grow and prosper. You see how that's working? Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Page of Coins. It's all about knowledge. The Page of Coins is a student. It's a student. It's someone who is willing to learn. It's someone who's teachable. It's someone who isn't afraid to try new things, or that they're not afraid to try the same thing again, but in a new way, if that makes sense. Okay. That wasn't my bottom, by the way. It was a car outside. Right, let's keep this thing moving. You have a healing message, please, for the Aries collective. Okay. Okay. Can we have a clear message for the Aries? Oh, that was clear. Thank you. Right, moving forward. Yes. Number 28. 28 reduces into a 10. And 10s are completion. Cycles, the end of cycles, the beginning of new cycles. It can be karma as well, but it's more about the cycles. Moving forward, the first step is taken within our stillness. Yeah, it's that stillness that is making some of you feel really quite bored at the moment. Right, number 28. Let's have a look. When we feel stuck, tired, or uninspired, I would say that that's already quite fitting for the energy we've seen. We typically seek change, movement, or stimulation by adding something new to our lives. Yeah. We may also be advised to do so by well-meaning individuals, the assumption being that an external Shall I try that one again? The assumption being that an external alteration is the solution to our dissatisfaction. However, to only change the appearance of our lives typically eventuates in the new place, career path, partner, activity, or hobby losing its novel appeal and ending just as abruptly as it began. So that message is saying, look, it's no good to just change the appearance of your life. You have to go deeper than that. You have to dig deeper than just the surface level. It's like, what is it that's truly making you unhappy? Like a caged rat within its spinning wheel, our restless search for something, somewhere, or someone different resumes. Oversight to the futility of superficial change potentially sends us on a wildly blind and even reckless search for things to change about our lives and who we seem to be. This is all motivated by the false belief that we are indeed improving ourselves and advancing. But rarely do we stop to ask the questions, have I actually moved? Has anything really changed? Why, after the initial buzz of something new, do I still feel the same inside? Instead of such self-inquiry, we chase after further means of escape in the multitude of distractions available to us. This buries and separates us further from accessing the satisfying state of being that we all seek. Therefore, it serves us well to recall the truism, less is more, that instead of adding more to our lives to move forward, actually less is required. Releasing all that we no longer need to carry within moves us, and yet irreversibly, forward. Such a significant and sustainable change is then able to be genuinely reflected in our external lives. If our internal baggage remains in the same spot, then so do we. Nature teaches us through example. Its cycles of decay, regeneration, and growth model the true meaning of forward movement. Every year, fruit-bearing trees die to their fruitful self and shed their leaves. They release all of their dead weight to recreate anew in spring, What remains of the tree in winter is that which sustains it, extending itself ever upward and outward towards the sun. Through the winter, the remaining tree trunk and branches seem to be stillness. However, it is from all of that, unseen within its trunk and beneath the soil, that the newness of its life emerges. Should we remain still long enough, the beginnings of our true movement forward will come from within. This card shows up to invite you to sit within the present, shut your eyes to the drama, and review your inner landscape. Know that everything that you release from within this stillness is actually a step taken forward. Yep. Moving forward in the physical plane through the form of a new location, a new job, a new project, or a new relationship. It only works when it reflects the new territory that one has already arrived at from within. And then the Guardian's message is what we leave behind releases us forward. It's beautiful and very, very appropriate for the exact energy that we saw in your tarot spread. Really, really appropriate. I particularly like the description of the trees in winter. Most trees in winter, that they look like they're dead, but they're not, because there's so much life and activity that's going on underneath that we don't see. So energetically, right now, that's the situation that you're finding yourself in. What else for the Aries collective, please? Okay, balance. Yeah, balance. Keep everything in balance. Keep it in perspective. Remember, we already saw you're already successful. Signs, truth and integrity, and manifestation. Yeah, exactly. Your focus, you will be seeing the evidence of what it is that you've been trying to achieve in your physical. That's literally what manifestation means. Signs, truth and integrity. So the signs are urging for you to remain in your truth and in your integrity. Also, for those of you where you're having to make a difficult decision about what it is that's making you feel unhappy on the inside, and the root cause of that, some of you could be breaking off a relationship, any kind of relationship, because it's not congruent with you, because it's that you feel like you feel that you have to make too many compromises to actually be happy and for you to have your own needs being met. As long as you're making that decision through your own truth and through your own integrity, then you shouldn't feel guilty for having to make that difficult decision. Do you know what I mean? What else, please, for the Aries collective? Wow, 3 of them. Okay. The sawed-off seahorse. Pissed off with people, situations incoming that get on your tits, present circumstances a pain in the arse. You know you can just tell the world to sod off politely or otherwise. Be strong with your boundaries and work on your coping mechanisms right now. Shout it out, oh, and breathe. It's funny because I'd literally just finished saying about you having to make that difficult decision and not feeling guilty for needing to let some people go. And then you get that card. The iguana of isolation, alone but not lonely. Self-imposed isolation or forced isolation. It doesn't really matter. You're in it anyway. You're in it either way. Embrace the hermit. Find your introvert. Face what you have been avoiding. Deep-seated self-hatred or just ironing. It's all good. Just do the work. It's really strange because I literally just finished watching something where the guy said, you know, it takes you just as long to think about doing something than it does to actually do the thing that you're thinking about. That's that energy. And be free. And result, well done you. Doesn't that feel better? Working on yourself always pays off. You're on your way to no fucks given freedom. Do not pass go. You're no longer playing the game. There's no self-imprisonment here. Just living life your way. Yeah. And that's the important thing. Living life your way. Not living your life trying to meet the expectations that others have put on you, trying to disprove their criticisms, whatever the case might be. It's like, no, you live in your life your way. It's beautiful. I love that message. Yeah, so that is what I have for you, Aries. If you would like to book a private reading that is more catered towards your specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.